Howdy, 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 all of my elephants. Wow. Surprising that I'm actually making this video. It's been a long time coming. I didn't even get a chance to make the audio yet. So if you're seeing this today or tomorrow or the next day 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 or the next day. Okay, let me stop that. Anyway, I'm here to finally express to you guys why I feel like 9 to 5s are not for me, especially post office jobs or postal service jobs, or definitely not for the young. I'm gonna explain why. You know how the young people in this world, they just love to have freedom. I ain't talking about the ones that overly wants the freedom to not do anything in the world, but they still want money. I'm talking about the ones that are willing to work, but they want flexible schedules. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll tell you about my personal experience because I'm still currently there, but eventually I am leaving in January to pursue a better career. But I'm going to let you guys know how it is so far at the Postal Service, also known as the Post Office. Now, I'm currently working at USPS. Woohoo! If you want to say that. Money and benefits, yeah, that's great and all. But service, kindness, workers, all of that, you're not finding it there, buddy. And there's a reason why I say you're not finding it there. Not because I'm trying to put people down who works at the post office. I just feel like the post office is for people that like to be tossed around, and that's it. You just like to be tossed around. And me being a new employee there and trying to get the hang of everything, they're very strict. And I feel like that's for all government jobs. They are very strict. Now, I'm not complaining that, oh, they shouldn't be strict on me. Oh, they shouldn't be on me like a hard ass if I mess up. No, that's understandable. I don't blame that. I'm talking about the actual schedule, telling you information, you asking them, and they're not physically telling you. And that's just the beginning of it. I didn't even get to the hard part. You know what I'm saying? So, in your position, or my position in this case, I am a PSE. A PSE is basically a clerk that be in the back of the office, the one that's doing your packages, setting it up on a truck, setting it up on the trucks to go out to deliver to your houses. That's what PSE are. All at the post office. I'm literally telling y'all the tea. If they find out and tell me to take it down, oh well, I'm not doing it. That's just what it is. But that's basically what PSEs are. And it's great when you think about it because you don't have to wear clothes necessarily. Like, you don't have to wear the uniform. You could wear whatever you want. It just has to be business casual, or it just has to be very work oriented, to like sweats with a white shirt, nothing graphic, no rips, just a regular shirt, regular khaki pants, and then you'd be ready to go, right? Now, that's the basics. Now, you have other things such as learning over 20 different things all at the post office. Well, what do I mean by learning over 20 things? Prime example, there's sorting out the packages, putting the packages in the correct bin, labeling them a certain way so you know what address they go to, setting up the truck, have to get the papers out, have to go back to the deck to get the packages from the carriers. The carriers are known as the people in the truck that normally brings your stuff. Just letting y'all know that, because I know some people may be like, what are carriers and what are PSEs? And clerk PSEs are people that just bring in the packages from the carriers that bring it in and sorts everything out. A carrier is the people that you see on the truck, like driving like to your house or to your mailbox, and they just swoop it in and then they leave. So when they come back to the office, they're bringing back all the other junk mail or all the mail that's like first class that we got to send out to another branch, and then that branch gets it. Now, that may seem basically self-explanatory. Here's where it starts to get a little bit complicated. They want you to literally learn that in the span of 3 days. I am not freaking joking with you guys. In the span of 3 days, they expect you to learn all of that and get it down pat. And if you think I'm lying, you can talk to anybody. 3 days, almost to a week. That's what they'll give you. They don't give you 2 weeks. They'll try and implant it in you to the point you better perfect it. If you don't, you will get in trouble. It's absolutely insane. Can't really talk to coworkers. It's mostly quiet there. You have to be very fast. So of course you can't be fast and talk at the post office. So you gotta have to leave the talking to the side and literally just get your work done. And then it's more like you come into work, you do what you have to do, and then leave. I know that's most people, but some people actually like their work friends. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to be social. Sometimes that just don't work. And it's sad to say that it don't work, but it really, seriously, does not work. It's crazy. Now, that's another thing. Now, scheduling. They will put you on that schedule and take you off the schedule and always tell you at last minute. They will never tell you 3 days prior or whatever. They'll literally just scribble on the schedule. You have to look at the schedule every single day to see if they changed you, took you off, changed your time, or whatever. Supermarket, retail jobs, they don't do that unless it's like Walmart or Target. But we're not talking about them. I'm talking about the other places. They wouldn't really do that unless either your boss is a dick or they just generally don't like you, right? Now, with me in this case, I'm a very friendly person. I don't like to do a lot of interactions, if I want to call it that. But the main problem with the post office is when you get the PSE position, your schedule is not going to go in your favor most of the time. They can put you for I think the max is 13 days straight. Then they have to give you 2 days. And then that's it. I don't know how the holiday is with the post office because this is going to be my first time. Literally, this is like my first month going into the office. Almost my second month because I think I'm almost to the 60-day mark. And already it's just like a bunch of hassling, a bunch of you have to be perfect, can't mess this up, you gotta put that on the truck. If you don't put that on the truck, that's a penalty. This, that, a third. I'm like, God damn. Now I get it. It's a work area, so you can't show your real goofy side, if you want to say it like that. But even to your workers, to the people that you want to make comfortable in your own building, you can't do that. Now, here's what the real hard part is, and this is what kind of ticks me off. So one particular day, I took a vacation. This was around the time that I went to Atlanta. I don't know if I ever said it on this channel that I don't live in the A, but I will live in the A next year. So there's that. But I'm going to tell you guys something very, 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 very important. You always have to keep this in mind if you always want to work at the post office. They could send you to other branches. And when they send you to other branches, you have to have a way to get to these branches, right? Now, that doesn't sound too hard. You may think it's the branch, like maybe another town that's not that far that you could take a bus. Or maybe you could walk. Or take a bike. Or even a car. I'm going to put it in perspective. I live in New York, right? I'm in Suffolk County, right? One day they wanted me to go to East Hamptons. If anyone knows where the Hampton is, they're going to understand what I'm about to say. East Hampton at 3 o'clock in the morning. Note, I don't have a car. I don't have my license. How am I going to get to East Hampton at 3 o'clock in the morning? Now, you may say, what about a Lyft or an Uber? I did the pricing to that. You know what the pricing to that is? That's literally almost, maybe an hour and some change. The price to that, it's like $100 from there to back. They wanted me to go for 3 days straight, so that would have been $600 wasted on going on a trip to go to East Hampton and all of that stuff, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you guys why that wouldn't fit for someone like me. Not because I don't have a license. That's not even the only reason. That $600 could have been used for bills. Like, I currently pay for some bills. I'm not going to say all of them, but I currently pay for some bills. That 600 I could have used for something completely different. Now, I couldn't make it because I was underwhelmed because of my trip, right? I was definitely underwhelmed by that. So I called the office. I told them that I couldn't make it. When I come back from my trip, maybe like 2 days after, I get a phone call from my postmaster, which is like the supervisor of the building, like the entire building. Like he's above all the other supervisors. He's the main guy, right? He calls me and he says that I have a penalty because I didn't call my branch to let them know that I didn't make it. But when I called the other branch, they said that they was going to call my branch to let them know that I didn't show up or I can't show up. For 3 days straight, I told them I can't make it for 3 days. So I got in trouble for that. Or when I try to explain myself, they hit you with and say it with me now, we are not the United States of whatever town you're in. We are the United States Post Service of America. Corporate America, everybody. You just gotta love them. Swear to God, you gotta love these people. And just hearing off that alone kind of just irked the hell out of my soul because I just sat here like, wow. So clearly you don't give a damn about me or my predicaments on why I can't get to a certain area. But you care that if you assign me to the area, it's my duty to report to the area that I can't get to that is beyond a 50-mile radius. That's 55.1 miles. Even for a car person, that would be far. And they expected me to show up. And because of that, I got in trouble that I couldn't show up because it's out of my control to show up. At this point, I just looked at the post office like, you know what? I can't see myself staying here for a year and dealing with this type of shenanigans. So I literally gave myself to the beginning of January. And then I'm going to leave. And then I'll just start my career off that time that I get down there to get internet and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's already something right there. So I have to budget my money and just get everything that I need. Because it's insane that they would say something like that. And then they say, well, any branch you go to, they will say something like that. I don't agree. But then I don't know. This is my first time working in a government type position. So that's just my experience. Now, am I saying a post office is a bad job? No, it's not. But for someone that already doesn't want to work a 9 to 5, and then I'm working at a post office, yeah, it definitely doesn't fit me. I'd rather see myself as a 24/7 streamer, writer, whatever the case may be. Heck, voice actor, I don't know. I'd rather be something else than just sit there and sort out packages for ungrateful ass people that really don't give a damn about you. I would rather do that. But that's just me. But with that being said, that's this entire video. I hope you guys kept your whole watch time stance. I don't know what you call it. You know what I'm saying? But hope you like this video. Subscribe, share it, do whatever you gotta do. And I will see you guys in the afterlife. Love to all my elephants and peace.